Alright, let's look at another post in the Korean Eternity section of Mabinogi. So, high heel straps are not even. As you all know, there is a very strange phenomenon in Eren. It is a phenomenon where you are clearly wearing stockings, but when you change your shoes, they change into leggings. So here's the example. However, there are shoes that do not exhibit this strange phenomenon. So it only happens with like certain pairs of shoes, like with the bunny slippers, it's not happening, and then like with these shoes, it is. To explain this, let's take a quick detour and look at body structure of Militians. The body of Militian includes the feet. Because the basic foot shape was made flat, it was impossible to express a pointed toe like when wearing high heels. We have successfully implemented the method of hiding the base foot and attaching the high heels to the body. However, because the basic feet are artificially hidden, development proceeds with two problems. So 1, due to the absence of a basic foot, the shoe itself had to be designed to have a foot designed so that the instep is not visible. And 2, because the ankle connecting the leg and shoe was not smooth, the design of the ankle strap had to be included. Since the base foot was removed, it was impossible to wear high heels on bare feet. But this was solved by adding instep skin to the shoes. So that's how the strange phenomenon mentioned earlier occurred. What it looks like when you wear high heels that reveal the instep. From the development team's perspective, it was a bit awkward for the stockings to disappear when the instep was exposed. But in order to solve this, depending on the type of item, a new system had to be built to allow for separate shader code to be executed. When rendering the instep skin of the shoe, we also needed the ability to reference the foot texture on the outfit. It was impossible to solve these problems in Pleon Engine, which has a lot of legacy code woven into it. However, Eternity's Unreal Engine supports all the features mentioned above. Design constraints 1 and 2 have been removed. The screenshot below is the result of testing the Love Island decoration shoes by making them in the Eternity high heel modeling method. You can see that the stockings and shoes are worn together, but they are still connected at the ankle without any break. So when wearing Love Island decoration shoes with Love Island decoration wear and Street Magician outfit and stockings. So here you can see that the problem isn't happening anymore. The new high heels from Eternity will be more attractive and natural as shown in the example above. So yeah, it's nice they're fixing little outfit glitches like this. Should give a lot more fashion choices when we move to Eternity. Alright, let's look at another post in the Korean Eternity section. So this one's walking into Unreal, Tara's construction. In the early stages of the move, we prioritized concerns like how can we implement the unique sensibility of Mabinogi in Unreal Engine. Just when we thought we could catch our breath after achieving small but meaningful results, we were immediately faced with the mission to rebuild a massive amount of buildings that had been produced over 20 years ago. Really, we got stuck in a swamp of production that seemed to have no end. The workload was overwhelming, but because each building had its own unique theme and identity, we had no choice but to personally create each one with great care. So here we can see some of the buildings in Dumbarton. There were buildings with elaborate patterns all over the city, and the problem was that there was really a lot of them. So modularize it. So that's how the modularization process started. Fortunately, Tara was a city with standardized designs, so it was possible to plan the separation and reorganization of buildings. Thanks to this, we were able to plan an efficient work process, and the background team was able to get one step closer to completing the reconstruction mission. What is modularization? Modularization is a game production method that divides various elements that make up a 3D environment into small reusable units, or modules, and combines these into various configurations to create environments or structures. Each module has a basic structure, and by placing or combining several of them, it is possible to create complex backgrounds. For example, by combining several types of wall sets and columns and stairs to fill in the gaps, you can create several buildings of various sizes. So this shows you like an example of what you can combine and how it can like make a building. So that looks really good. So I tried to generate an example of modularization using AI. It's similar but not exact. So yeah, it looks good, but it's not exactly like it should be for Mabinogi. So first gather buildings with the same theme, then figure out what can be used repeatedly for each building with that theme, and consider width, height, depth, design, features, etc. to plan how to divide them. Then start with a large classification and narrow it down to details. Then reverse assemble them to check if there are any things you missed during the division. It may look like it will be easy when you see the image, but since Mabinogi was not designed to be modular from the beginning, it is actually much more difficult than you might think. It seems complicated. Is there a reason for modularizing it to this extent? The first is efficiency. Since you can combine multiple modules to create various shapes, you can produce a variety of products while reducing repetitive work. You only need to work on one set of modules, and you can create multiple building combinations with it. The second is flexibility in design changes. Modification of one module automatically reflects everywhere that the module is used, so design changes can be applied in batches. In addition, the modular system is advantageous in applying various concept styles. For example, applying different concepts and colors to the same wall module can produce results with different moods. The third one helps with optimization. Many objects affect performance when rendered. Using modular backgrounds reduces redundant data and allows you to load and render some of them as needed, which helps optimize performance. You can improve performance by loading only modules needed in certain areas to minimize memory usage and dynamically loading modules according to the camera's view. And the fourth is reusability. Modular parts can be reused in completely different environments, allowing content creation while maintaining a consistent identity. The same modular structure of windows, doors, and building walls used in Tara can be applied to other towns in the future. Even if it cannot be used in the towns currently produced due to the concept implementation issues, it can be used as a foundation for new content that will be updated in the future, allowing for smoother world building. So here you can see what some of the buildings in Tara will look like in Unreal Engine. These are the Tara buildings that have actually been modularized. We are putting a lot of effort into making them efficient while maintaining quality. Can you imagine what the new Tara will look like? We are diligently continuing to accumulate architectural know-how so that we can simultaneously take advantage of the original identity of Mabinogi's background and the new environment called Unreal. In this way, Mabinogi's background is continuously being built and expanded with various attempts and considerations, so we ask for your interest and support. So yeah, this was a really good post. It's nice to see what some of these buildings will look like in Unreal Engine. So today we'll be looking at a part that was shown in the Korean Fantasy Party for Mabinogi. We'll be looking at character creation in Unreal Engine 5. And we have English closed captioning. There's the login. So they played this live on stream. Here's the new character select screen. This looks pretty cool.
안녕하세요, 밀레시안 여러분. 마비노기 총괄 디렉터 민경훈입니다. 이번 이터니티의 소식의 시작을 제가 직접 보여드리고 싶었습니다. 그래서 캐릭터 생성 과정을 제가 직접 좀
So the director is going to show us the character creation process for Unreal.
업데이트 후에 실제로 만나보실 모습은 지금과는 조금 다를 수 있는데 지금 현재 저희가 구현해 놓은 모습을 천천히 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 이렇게 하나씩 선택할 수 있고요. 새 캐릭터를 선택해 보겠습니다. 이 의상은 처음 보시는 의상이죠. 이터니티 버전으로.
This is the first time you've seen this costume, newly created in Eternity version. This is the newbie wear, okay.
전에 잠깐 소개해드린 것처럼 이런 형태.
A while ago, yes, as I briefly introduced, this is now.
신발도 이제 구현해 볼 수 있고요.
Now let's implement pretty shoes in the shape of.
일단은 남캐를 한번 잠깐 보여드릴게요.
Okay, first the male character. So yeah, you can pick the male character's age. And this shows you like the stats Because the stats are like slightly different.
이렇게 당연히 나이도 이렇게 고를 수 있고요. 네, 능력치는 신경 쓰지 않으셔도 됩니다. 임시 수치로 넣어둔 거예요. 네.
So it looks like over here we have like a couple of different like starting outfit options. So like this is the newbie wear over here, and it looks like you can pick like one of these other 3 outfits to start with. So far this looks really good.
네, 얼굴도 이렇게 이거 이따가 조금 이따가 자세히 보여드릴 텐데 이제 남캐 헤어들은 지금 일단 반영해 놓은 건 이 정도고요. 여러 가지 익숙하신 헤어들이
Couple of
있죠.
the different male hairstyles.
네, 이런 헤어도 있고, 네, 그리고 당연히 이렇게 네, 색상도 선택할 수 있습니다.
And the different colors.
네, 일단 다시 돌아가서 네, 여성캐로 선택을 해보겠습니다.
And you can notice, like here, you can see some of the hair clipping through her outfit. So it's a lot easier to notice, like, the hair clipping through the outfits on the female character, because she has, like, longer hair. And the longer hair options typically, like, clip through the outfits more.
네, 예쁘죠? 예쁜 건
Yeah, you can see it, like, better up close. You can see how it's, like, cutting into the shirt and stuff. But it looked a lot better in game. That might just be, like, a character creation thing. Like, when I saw, like, the in-game footage that's later, it looked a lot better and a lot less noticeable.
가까이서 봐야 됩니다. 이렇게 가까이서 보시면 이 디테일이 좀 보이실 것 같아요. 이렇게 의상도 이런 식으로 디테일하게 표현해서 네, 구현을 해볼 수가 있고요. 피부 색상도 이렇게 선택한 대로 바로 잘
And different
반영이
skin
됩니다.
tones. That's cool.
네.
That one's cool too.
이런 모습도 그렇고 다양한 모습을 볼 수 있고, 네, 저는 개인적으로 좋아하는 연한 복숭아 빛을 선택하겠습니다. 이 헤어도 이렇게 반영이 되는데 아마 지금 잘 아시는 헤어들이 있을 거예요. 네, 아시는 헤어들이 있고, 그렇죠. 이 헤어는 좀 이따가 다시 보실 수 있을 것 같은데 저는
Okay, this hairstyle doesn't clip through the outfit at all. So that's good. Because, like, the hair that hangs off to the sides here in the front, like, that's far enough away from the outfit that doesn't clip into it. And, like, the ponytail in the back goes out far enough to the point where it doesn't, like, clip into the back of the character at all.
죄송합니다. 제 취향대로 일단 선택을 해보겠습니다. 그리고 눈도 지금은 이 정도로 반영이 돼 있고요. 눈도 아마
Couple of different
잘
options for
아시는
eyes.
네, 이 눈으로 선택을 하겠습니다. 아, 제가 헤어 색상을 안 정했네요. 제가 그 블루 계열을 좋아해서 여기 제
Changing the hair
지향색이
color?
명확하게 있지는 않은데 네, 다른 의도는 없습니다. 이 블루를 선택을 하겠습니다. 그리고 눈도 맞춰야죠. 네, 이렇게 맞추겠습니다. 그리고 입은
Yeah,
지금은
changing the hair and eye
하나만
color.
있고요. 그리고 장식이랑 화장도 있는데 네, 이 부분은 네, 나중에 또 보여드릴 기회가 있을 것
There are
같습니다.
decorations and makeup
아래
too.
보시면 이상
So you can use that.
있죠? 네, 이런 프리셋들을 확인하면
Yeah, and here's some of the different, like, starting outfits. Now he's going through, like, those options. This one goes really well with the blue hair.
하실 수가 있습니다. 네, 이렇게 있고요. 그리고 이렇게 가까이서 보시면 좀 재질감이 좀 다르죠? 네, 이런 의상도 있고, 그리고 왠지 궁수한테 어울릴 것 같은 네, 이런 의상도 있고요. 네, 이런 의상도 있습니다. 네,
Yeah, this one looks pretty cool. Looks like an outfit that maybe like a priest or a healer would wear, like a priestess or a healer. Or a mage.
이제 본격적으로 한번 떠나보겠습니다.
They're laughing because the name was taken when he tried to name the character.
네. 서버는 지금 유튜브 하나만 반영을 해둔 거니까 혹시나
The server currently only reflects one loot. They might be talking about like loot server. Since I've already done it, maybe other than loot, I hope the servers aren't upset. Okay, so he's gonna create the character. The owl looks pretty cool too.
어떠세요? 밀레시안과 에린을 연결해줄 조금 새로운 모습의 소울 스트림입니다.
The soul stream looks pretty good. I like how they added some color to like this part where you walk around. Like there's some blue, some gold, and maybe some like blue and purple more in the center where now is.
네, 여기 계신 분들은 너무 잘 아시다시피 마비노기에서 의미 깊은 장소잖아요. 네, 그래서 좀 더 가슴에 남을 만한 모습으로 변화를 시도해보고 있습니다. 우리 나우가 쳐다보네요. 네, 아이고 죄송합니다. 제가 지금 손이 떨리고 있어요.
These dialogue options on the side are pretty cool. Like I like the way the boxes look for text and everything. So far this looks pretty good as far as the interface goes for like chatting with an NPC.
네, 뭐 하나하나 말을 걸어보고 싶지만 지금 이제 보여드릴 게 좀 더 있기 때문에 애니로 바로 가겠습니다. 네. 다음에 또 만나요.
And now she's gonna send us to Aaron. Wait, let's go back just a little bit. This was just a brief moment, but it looks like this would be like the loading screen. That might change like before it comes out. This is just a test play that they're going through. But this is simple. It looks nice. Wouldn't mind if that was the main like loading screen. And then they finally get into game. And you can see that there are like a couple other characters out here. These might be members of the development team that are like working on it. Or it could be some sort of closed beta in Korea. Either way, I think it's a good thing that they're like stress testing it. But yeah, we'll look at the gameplay and cover that in another video. But that's the character creation. And so far, I think it's pretty good. Alright, let's play Mabinogi today. We skipped Mabinogi yesterday because I played Blue Protocol instead. Blue Protocol was okay. At least the start of it was. Yeah, it was a pretty big, like, main town. That was impressive. A lot of places to explore. But since the original launch of, like, Blue Protocol, like, failed, and, like, this is sort of like a relaunch, I kind of have my doubts if the game is gonna last, so I'm kind of just playing it casually and waiting to see what happens when all the hype dies down. Yeah, commerce is a nice way to earn some gold and level up. I think the 50k one will be the last one I get. %. So I should get my next Spirit Weapon quest at level 80, I think. And by that point we'll have 4 points, and then we'll be able to get 3 from the quest. And that'll give 7, which will be enough to level up that one. And the week 4 camp activities started yesterday. I didn't do the quest because I was playing Blue Protocol that day. So I saved this for today. I could have done it off stream, but I wanted to save it. Oh, that's cool. I don't know too much about Sacred Guardian. Like, I did level it up, but I haven't really used it in serious combat. Like Explosive Vanguard, I need 2 more levels on that, and then pretty much have all the Arcana fully leveled. Well, except for Alchemic Sharpshooter, but I can't learn that. Oh, so we actually have like a cooking quest then for the last one. What do I even need for that? Okay, when in doubt, check the wiki. Oh, okay, so mixing. Good, that means I can do it. I just passed by it or something when I had it open. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, luckily my cooking is at rank 9. So bread, cabbage, and I don't feel like guessing the ingredient. What was that other thing? Tomato or peanut butter jam. Yeah, we'll use tomato. Get some cabbage and tomato. Just get 5 just to be safe, because I'm counting on the fact that I might fail. Get 3 of these. Oh, the tomato doesn't auto-register, so I have to find that. Here we go. So it'd be like 20% tomato then? And there it is. Make a cup of hot chocolate. So a lot of cooking requirements today. It doesn't look like this one's in mixing. Here we go. Well, at least we can get the chocolate here. Let's find out where we can get some steamed milk. Yeah, they don't make event cooking quests too complicated. What was that last thing I needed? Oh, Whipstream, right. I will check out Tour for that one. I have no idea where to buy that. Yeah, I don't think this place has whipped cream. What about E-Main? I'll check here and then I'll just look it up on the wiki if I can't find it here. Wait, she does sell it? Huh, I didn't see it in her shop. I'll check again. Okay, so we're gonna check out her for the whipped cream, and if I checked there once, but knowing how blind I am, I probably just missed it in the shop. But if it's not there this time, then I'm just gonna buy it from the auction house. Welcome in, Saint Rats. The week 4 quests is a lot of cooking stuff. Let's see. So I probably just missed it. Fruit, meat, seasoning. Oh, Misc Foods. I just missed this tab over here. I didn't go over far enough. That's what it was. See, that's what makes me unreliable. Like, I'm actually very decent at cooking, even in real life, but like, if I'm looking around in a store that I haven't been to or looking for an item that, like, I'm not used to normally buying, like, I'm never gonna find it. But we need a ladle and a cooking pot, so I forget which pet has it. I'm assuming this one does? Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's been a while since I've opened this pet's inventory, so I wasn't 100% certain on that. Okay, and we'll need this pet summoned because they also function as a fire. this one's boil. %70 chocolate, so right around there is about 50. Maybe about there is close to 70. Then we get a little bit of that, and then that. Yeah, not bad. Got 3 stars on that. A boar and mushroom skewer. I might switch to Xanafiedlion if I need to get mushrooms, because he has some growing on his homestead. And it's actually pretty close to nighttime, so that's pretty convenient. So that would be under the B section, because boar and mushroom skewer. Deep fry? No. No. Probably bake. Yeah, here we go. So we need hazelnut mushrooms, a large meat, and salt. Oh wait, and what tools do I need for baking? Okay, the ladle and the cooking pot, so we're still gonna need these. Luckily, it's almost nighttime, so we can just harvest the mushrooms. Actually, I don't really need to change characters. I could just go to the forest. Assuming that there aren't a lot of other players over there farming it. I don't even know what level his mushroom gathering is at. Probably rank 1. Yeah. It's not gonna be too much longer. I think like maybe around 6 PM mushrooms start growing here. I think after I finish this weekly quest, I'll focus on my Dan tests, so today I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna get Charging Strike to Dan 3, and then next week we'll focus on getting Pummel up to Dan 3, and then after that we can move over to Ninja and work on those. Yeah, Math Veteran isn't too bad. I just want to double check. I don't have hazelnut mushrooms, do I? Oh, I already have them, actually. Never mind, I'm waiting around for nothing. Since we already have some saved up, we can just go right to making the dish. So bake. Oh, and I do need large meat and salt. Okay, now we're ready to go. So 45% large meat. Yeah, that's close enough. Then this. And then a little bit of salt. Alright. Put these back in the pet. Then we report back to GMH. Oh, and for Grandmaster stuff, I was gonna start working on Fate Astrologer. Did I start getting seals on that yet? Not yet. Okay, so we'll probably start that today too. I mean, you should always prioritize food. It's a tough choice because, like, I do like to prioritize gaming, but if you don't eat, then you have no energy to game, and then that's just inefficient. Oh, now I can turn in this big one. Yes. That's the one that pays out 300 coins. Okay, so Pets for All box. A variety of pet whistles. What do we get? The Black Tiger Whistle. I don't know if I have one of those. I have two tiger pets. I have like a white tiger and like a normal one. Like I have Kasha, that's my white one. And I have the normal one, Zemiko. Zemiko is actually really old. Like I created him roughly 10 years ago. Oh yeah, these are mounts. This is the older one. I used to run Par Ruins on this one, because like you can attack when you're mounted on this one. And then like this one looks a little bit better, like the saddle has more detail. So it's kind of nice. Yeah, no, like before purling pets were a thing, I even made a post in the forums saying like we need giant cat pets like the corgis, and like the tigers are great, but they're not the same thing as like riding around on like a giant cat. For that forum thread that I created a long time ago, I even went so far as to go through the Korean forums and find actual Korean threads where they were saying they wanted a giant cat pet that was like the corgi too, and I made sure to screenshot those comments and put them in the thread, just to prove I wasn't crazy. And then eventually we got cat pets. I don't really need another cat sid pet. I have like 4 of them already. Like, let's see. How many cat sid pet do I have buzzing around in here? Cat sid pets are really, really good, but they're... I have too many of them already. I think I have 3. I have these 2 right here, and then I have like a snow one. Yeah, Xanafied snow. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you're gonna play Blue Protocol on stream? Oh, yeah, Dark and Darker is a controversial game because it's basically known that the dev team of Dark and Darker likely stole resources from Nexon to make it. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that, like, Nexon's a great company, you know, like, they're greedy, sure, but do I think, I don't think, like, anyone should be, you know, stealing from them, you know? But yeah, have fun in Dark and Darker. I mostly won't touch the game because, like, it's less of, like, a moral reason and more because, like, since it was kind of built on sand, so like I don't know if like the Korean courts will say, hey, you have to shut this game down, so I don't want to invest into it because it's like, since it was kind of like a structure built on like sand or whatever, I feel like if I play it, it's gonna like shut down like a month to a year later, and then it's gonna be cursed. But now that I have a ton of event coins, I'm gonna buy a lot of training seals. That's what I'm spending all my coins on. As many as I can get. Can't get 11. Okay, we can get 8. So I'm using these training seals to level up fin crafting. One more will do it. And rank 5, 4 MP, 3 dexterity. I'll be able to get enough seals to take that to rank 4 with what I have. And then we'll have 2 of these left over. So wait a minute, how much event currency do I have? We have 25. So at 15 a day through Wednesday. So Saturday we'll have 40. We'll have 55 on Sunday. 70 on Monday. 85 on Tuesday, and 100 currency on Wednesday, and then Thursday the event goes away, so we can't get you that day. So that's enough for 2 seals. Okay, so we'll be able to get the skill a little bit higher than rank 3 in total by the time the event ends. And we're also using the seals that we can buy from the guild shop. So let's go to the guild hall. Because we can buy 2 of these a week. Cost 2,000 guild coins. Why is there a glowy spot on the ground here? Okay. Weird. Let's use 3 of these to get it up to 90, then 1 of those 10 sealers to get it to rank 4. 4 MP, 2 intelligence. Okay, we still have 2 of these left. So now it has 60 XP, then 10 more. And then when I can get another one of those 30 XP seals, we can take it up to rank 3. So that'll be sometime like next week. I guess since we're already in the castle area, let's go pick up our Grandmaster missions for Fate Astrologer. And let's throw away some crap I don't need real quick. So, Fate Astrologer. For all 3 missions. And what do we have? Make crystals. Make a card's wand. No, I'm not doing this weird crafting crap today. I already did enough crafting with that. With that cooking quest. Oh, I meant to save the fishing one. Oh well. I'll start the Fate Astrologer stuff next week. Today I want to take Charging Strike to Dan 3. So that's what I'm going to work on next. And then we'll focus on Pummel next week. So to get this one up to Dan 3, we need to get 12k points. Yeah, the Hellhounds are sort of the difficult part of the dungeon because there are like 3 separate bosses. And you don't want them to all attack you at once, unless you have like really good defense or something. It's the same thing as like veteran dungeons with multiple bosses are generally take a little bit longer. Like it's the same thing for like Berry Dungeon where there's like 5 of those big ogres, whereas like Rabby Veteran Dungeon is very easy. There's just like 1 succubus boss. Like you can just use a few meteors and then do some Arcana skills and they're dead. So for Charging Strike, we're going to need 12k points, an SS rank, and we're only going to need the skill and Crisis Escape. Anything else is useless. Let's put that there. And this one here. I mean, if you don't want to rely on Sacred Guardian skills, you could also use Battle Astrologer against them. Or if you have like a staff, you could get them with a couple of meteors. Or something like that. There are other ways to fight them outside of using the Arcana. Like, usually when I go into the Math Veteran Dungeon, I kind of, like, hide in a corner, pick a spot, and then I, like, pick off the first one, and then pick off the second one, and then I have all the room in the world to deal with the last one. Crap. If I die, there's no point in continuing. How much gold do I have? Oh, plenty. Okay, maybe I'll leave Charging Strike on 1, see if that makes it easier for this mission. I usually keep it on 8, but I'll try it out. Alright, let's go. Oh crap, really? Of course that one has to kill me. Okay, what I'm gonna do is... Let's go in again. I think we'll leave Charging Strike on 1. But what's really throwing me off is that we can only use the Somersault Kick as a combo, which is like on F2. I'm not used to not having my F1 combo, so I'm gonna put the Somersault Kick combo skill on F1 up here as well. That way when we push F1 we'll still use it. Alright, let's go again. Oh, forget this. They're really being annoying that time. Add that there. Alright, let's go. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I equip the somersault kick to F1. It doesn't work at all if you equip it there. So doing that is useless. You have to use F2 to do it, which is completely idiotic. That's just put in there to be annoying. Okay, do that. Not that one. He's gonna counter. Hey, hands off! Crap. Came so close there until that one in the corner. No, we're not gonna do it with that kind of point reduction. Get out of here. Alright, let's go again. let's do this real fast. I have to take a moment to heal during this one. It's basically unavoidable. Okay, let's take a quick breather. There. Like, we have time on our side right now. There's no reason to rush and mess this up when we're so close. There it is. Just gotta do that one more time and we're done. Okay, let's go again. That's nice. There. A little bit of a rocky start. Okay, yeah, they're being a little bit more of a pain in the butt this time. I'm not getting quite as lucky. Let's just start over. Sometimes the enemies choose to be extra annoying, and when that happens, might as well just quit and try again. Now we're having some good luck. What the heck happened here? Just wait it out. Okay, we have time on our side. Let's not rush. Like, we have almost 2 full minutes, I'm not gonna rush it. Jeez. Heal, heal, heal. Ow. They're trying to get me by being cheap here. No, I'm not gonna take any chances. You're not gonna fail me on this test. Done. So Dan 3 Charging Strike, damage goes up to 460%. And at Dan 2, the damage is 440%, so it increases by 20%. And let's go get our veteran dungeon, which is probably math dungeon today. Because I think the veteran dungeon is always the same for every person. Yeah, math dungeon. And then what's the normal daily dungeon? And also what's the... could work on bead burnishing. No, I'm not gonna do that. What's the shadow missions? Former commander, I'm not doing that today.
접수하실 분 오세요.
Shadowcast City, I might do that one. But dungeons come first. Oh, and the normal daily dungeon is also math dungeon, so this will be a 2-for-1. Okay, so we have Dark Diviner set. We're gonna use that. And let's go and switch gear. Scythe, orb, and then staff.
이 편지는 제법 잘 썼네. B 플러스.
And Dark Diviner skill set. And I will be right back in just a minute, and then we'll start this veteran run. Alright, let's do the veteran run. Get more torture there. Drop the pass. Oh wait, and I should get some speed potions from here too. Floor 2. Alright, time for the boss. So let's take advantage of them being close together like that. We'll lower this one for now. Okay, do that. A little distance. Perfect. Okay, that was worth getting hit. We did some serious damage there. Okay, that one's down. Crap, I didn't want to get noticed by that one. I wanted him to stay close to his friend there. Do that. Okay, pull them close. keep them close together. And do that again. Just outrun for now. And done. 31 minutes and 26 seconds. So both these dungeons are finished. And let's go ahead and take care of Shadowcast City as well. Oh, and I wasn't even using the Grandmaster Battle Astrologer effect, which gives me like 20% more magic attack when I'm using those skills. I should have had that active. All things considered, that time was pretty good. And it's Friday, so it's super easy to get elite passes on Fridays. Let's go ahead and get just one of those. Gotta open the box. There we go. Did that leprechaun thing end? No, not yet. That ends at the end of the month. I think Halloween events will start next Thursday, probably. There are two enemies right here within range. Jeez. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get out of here. Getting pretty close to the next level. Three more of this. Okay, I'll buy the 50k ones. I am gonna have to raise his bond up a little bit. One more. Bond is maxed out. Level 79. And then those 3 as well. Okay, we're gonna make today a pretty short stream. So I think we'll wrap up Mabinogi right around here for today. So the plan is to continue streaming Mabinogi next week from at 4 p.m. And for afternoon streams, from noon to 3, we're going to be playing Blue Protocol for a while until I get bored of it or until the game dies out or whatever. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that game. We're just going to see where it goes. So that'll probably be the plan for next week.